What makes a hit song? Welcome back to At Home Songwriting. Today I want to chat about something that I think about a lot, and that is really what makes a hit song. Now, I know that word hit can feel loaded. It often brings up images of Billboard charts, viral TikToks, big record deals, but that's not the kind of hit I'm talking about today. So to me, a hit is a song that hits people. It hits them emotionally. A song that lands. It resonates. It becomes part of someone's life. It doesn't have to make $1 million. It just has to matter to someone. And I believe you can write those kinds of songs on your own, at home, in your own life, with your own story, and from your truth. If you're an independent songwriter, and if you write alone from your own experience, and the songwriting feels like part of your soul's journey, then this video is really for you. Because hit songs, the real kind, don't come from chasing trends. They come from telling the truth and telling it well. Let's talk about what that means. The first and most important thing is emotional truth. The songs that hit us are the ones that feel real. You can hear it in the voice, you can feel it in the words. Think about Adele's Someone Like You. That chorus line, "Never mind, I'll find someone like you." It's not flowery, it's not overly poetic, it's direct. It sounds like something you'd say when you're trying to sound strong, but you're still breaking inside. And that's why it lands so well. Or take Taylor Swift's song Anti-Hero. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. That line is honest. It's a little self-deprecating. It's kind of funny, but it also cuts really deep. And that's what people remember. So great songs don't always say new things, but they say true things in very clear and specific ways. And that's your power as a solo writer. You don't have to compromise your story for anyone else's. You can go all the way in on your very own truth. But the truth needs clarity. It needs clarity to travel, and that's where the craft comes in. So let's talk about imagery. When a song gives us a picture, it's not just a feeling. It's easier to remember, and it's easier to feel. So take this line from Taylor Swift's song All Too Well. "You kept me like a secret, and I kept you like an oath." That's a picture. It's a comparison. It's a metaphor. You can see it. And the emotional meaning behind it hits you, and you don't even need for her to explain anything. It just hits you in that specific way. Or take Robin's song Dancing on My Own, where it says, "I'm in the corner watching you kiss her." That's a moment. You know exactly what she's feeling because you've probably been there yourself, and that's what makes it hurt, and it's what makes it stick. So when you're writing your songs, ask yourself, can I show this emotion instead of naming it? Instead of "I feel heartbroken," maybe it's "the coffee's cold again and your toothbrush is still in the glass." Let the details show the emotion and carry the emotion. Next up is melody. Melody is your emotions delivery system. And when it's paired well with your lyrics, it can elevate everything. So let's go to the song Shallow by Lady Gaga. Her lyrics are, "I'm off the deep end, watch as I dive in," and that melody climbs, it opens up and it soars, and it matches the moment of emotional surrender, and that's not an accident here. Or think of Rihanna's song Stay. "I want you to stay." That line gets stretched out and it gets held. You can feel the desperation in the way the melody lingers, and it's not just the word, it's the way that it is sung. As a solo songwriter, you can follow your own emotional instincts here. Don't overthink it and let your voice guide you. Sing it until it feels right. It's not just until it sounds right. Sing it until it feels right. Your melody doesn't have to be flashy. It just has to feel like the emotion that you're trying to communicate. Now let's talk about harmony. That's the chords that are under your melody. Chords are there to give emotional context. A lyric over a major chord feels different than when it's over a minor chord. Harmony can shift the subtext of what you're saying. And think about how many great songs use the same chord progression of 1, 5, 6, 4. You hear it in songs by the Beatles, you hear it in songs by Adele, you hear it in the song With or Without You by U2. These songs are not harmonically complicated, but they create a rich, emotional space for the lyrics and the melody to shine. That progression, 1, 5, 6, 4, it has a natural tension and release. It feels like longing. It feels like reaching for something. And that's why it works in so many emotional songs. You don't need complex jazz voicings to move people. You need chords that feel true. Now let's move into rhythm and tempo. This is your song's heartbeat, and it's what gives it movement. And sometimes it's where the contrast creates the biggest emotional punch. Take Dancing on My Own. That lyric is so sad, but the beat is danceable. That contrast between the beat and the emotion makes the emotion hit in a more complex and bittersweet way. Or think of the song The Night We Met by Lord Huron. That's a slow, aching tempo, and it invites reflection and it gives space for sadness. So don't pick your tempo out of habit. Ask yourself, what pace, what tempo matches the emotion I'm trying to communicate, and let the rhythm support your message. Now let's talk about structure. Most songs that resonate have structure. Not because it's a formula, but because structure gives shape to emotion. A common structure is verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. This format gives you space to build. The verse offers context, the chorus delivers the emotional heart, the bridge gives us a twist, a new angle, and that final plea. So let's look at Olivia Rodrigo's Driver's License. In verse 1, it's telling the story. The chorus brings the heartbreak. Verse 2, it has reality hitting. Bridge is the emotional climax, and then that final chorus is where the emotion is released again. It's structured, but it feels raw and real because the emotion is authentic. And as a solo writer, structure is really your ally. It helps you guide the listener through your story. It gives them moments to anticipate, to hold on to, and most importantly, to sing along with. And structure doesn't mean you can't be creative, right? It just means that you're choosing a clear way to help your message get through. So now I want to get to something deeper, because songwriting, especially as a solo independent songwriter, this is really more than just a craft. It is a form of soul work. It's how we process grief. It's how we process love, confusion, joy, and everything in between. It's how we remember who we actually are. It's how we stay connected to our inner life when this world feels just way too freaking loud. When you write a song from that place, it carries something extra, a kind of magic, a kind of truth that resonates beyond the work itself. And when someone else hears it and feels something, they're not just listening to a song, they're receiving a piece of your story, a piece of your soul. And that's sacred. That's the power of songwriting. And that's the kind of song that can quietly go from your notebook or your living room to touching lives that you will never even see. So please do not doubt that your art, your voice, and your songs matter. You don't need anyone's permission to be a songwriter. You don't need co-writers. You don't need a team. You don't need a label. You just need to keep writing, keep showing up, keep putting your truth into your songs. And don't wait for it to be perfect, please. Some of the most powerful songs are imperfect, but they're real. So write 100 songs if you need to. Let the muddy ones come out first, because eventually the clear ones will start to flow. And when they do, someone is going to hear them and say, that's exactly how I feel. And that's the moment when you know that you created a hit. Not because the world called it one, but because a human being felt it. So whether you're writing about your childhood, a heartbreak, your doubts, your joy, or just a moment you're in right now, write like it matters, because it does. And you never know who needs to hear the song that you're working on. And maybe that person is you. So thanks for watching. Hopefully subscribe to this channel. I appreciate you so much, and I hope to see you on the next video.